Hello, this is Sealchan, and this is episode 3 of my Infinity Evolved Progressive Let's Play. I don't hear any music yet, so I'll just start on my description of what I did. First thing I did is the Explorer went exploring, and I looked a little bit more at the prairie biome. Basically, I covered this area. It's kind of a small hill area. And I went ahead and covered all this. Once you've explored a small area of a biome, the more you explore, the less you find. So, yeah, getting to know this place. Did look at this cavern again, and looked at a cavern, I think, that starts down here. So if we get some music, maybe I'll take you out that way. But don't have any torches yet, so I'm not ready to go caverning or mining. Well, as you can kind of see here, I have a bunch of oak saplings planted. Some have grown, but I was able to harvest enough oak wood to get a full stack. So I have now officially whoa, wait a minute, look at this. An aura node. I'm not sure if I'd seen this one. I'm going to have to record it later. But yes, these are a thing. It was one of the things I did find over that way. Very faint, glowing spot. It really is a thing. If you mouse over it, you can see that it's called an aura node from Thaumcraft. I guess I should talk a little bit about those. I believe I did some research on them. I'll come back to that. In any case, I harvested a bunch of trees, put down a block of dirt, put a sapling on it, and was able to get the full stack. So that means I can move on to research what you can do with oak wood, which of course we all know, but I'm taking this very systematically. So that really does complete everything I did in round 3 minus the research. So I'll talk about research. The thing I want to cover is something called the passive collection. For such things you find in World Gen, like this goldenrod flower from Biomes of Plenty, there is no apparent way within the mod to grow the flower. So basically, if you take one from the landscape, you can either put it back or you can keep it. You can plant it somewhere else, but you can't make more of them. So since it's not really farmable, it's not a renewable resource. And if something is not a renewable resource, and it is part of the beauty of the surface of the overworld, then generally I do not research it much further. I don't collect it. I tend to prefer the beauty of the landscape over the harvesting of resources. So it's set to passive collect in my list of blocks and items, which means if I happen to get a stack of them, I might go ahead and research what you can use them for. But if I know Biomes of Plenty, there's really not that... Oop, there's a tree. There's not really that much you can do with these that you can't do otherwise in a farmable way. Anyway, that's what passive collection is in my progressive research, and so some items will probably just stick there indefinitely until I discover something in this world that lets me feel that I can actually kind of farm these or collect them without destroying the beauty of the landscape. So as I did research, I did, since I had uncovered these bushes over here, I think only a couple here, but there are a lot more off to the west. But this bush is Biomes of Plenty plant. I think you must use shears to collect it, but if you leave it be, it will eventually grow these berries. And if you right click on it, you can harvest the berry from the plant. It changes it from what looks like a bush with berries to a bush without berries. Since there's no way to harvest or to farm these, there's no way to make more of them. What you can do is pick them up and move them around. Or if you left click on them without shears, you'll just destroy them. Since it's the only way you can do that, I've decided that in order to get the berries, the best thing to do would be to find the largest patch of these berries and declare that as my berry farm. And once I do that, something larger than that one bush, and I know there were some out here. Once I do that, I can collect the berries at least, and then the berries, once I get a stack, will be a farmable plant. And I'll just protect the berry bushes wherever they are, leave their area around them undisturbed, and just make it a place that I come and visit to harvest berries. So it'll be a berry patch, one that I don't really build, but one I designate. And if, as I travel through the world, oh, here we go. As I travel through the world, I find a larger berry patch, then that will be my new official berry patch. Well, this one has two. If I right click, I take the berry. And it will grow again. Alrighty, so that was part of my research because I had discovered that plant and I wanted to know if there was a way to make more of them. I knew also that I could have the berry, so I figured out how I could make more of those. And again, I decided that since I can't grow the plant, I will just have to find the largest berry patch and use that as my berry farm. So the berry bush cannot be farmed, but the berries can. And of course, you'll all be excited to know that I looked at what you could do with oak wood, and lo and behold, I discovered that you can make oak wood planks from them. Now, I haven't even crafted an oak wood plank yet, but I will in the next round. And having done that, I will also be able to research what I can do with an oak wood plank. So pretty soon here we are going to expand our tools and crafting machines, and we will get along into the things that most people get into much more quickly. So with that, the last thing to mention is the quest book. I have not completed any new quests in the last round. Probably the thing to look forward to once I get the crafting table is that the Tinker's Construct crafting machines are all fairly easy to make just out of wood. And in this particular quest here, if I make the stencil table, it will reveal the next item, maybe the part table or whatever it's called. And so you end up making about 3, 4, or 5 little crafting machines and a storage chest block, and you can place them all down together and start crafting really cool tools. So I suspect that's probably where I'm going to get to next. So we'll see. In any case, this has been episode 3. I hope you're enjoying these brief episodes and watching the process unfold. Thanks.